The health secretary from the United States each year publishes statistics about the consumption of drugs. And if you take a close look to these statistics, you will notice immediately that the consumption has not diminished. But the prices, as I have previously said, with this prohibition, the rise of prices has not been effective. The prices tend to go down, and the number of consumers stays very stable. I think that this depends on a very wrong politics, as you can prove yourself. This, what I say, is subject to be criticized, to be examined, to be searched, to see if there is truth or lie in what a speaker says. All these things you can ironically be sure through documents produced, printed by the U.S. government. Through the internet, you can see those documents. Especially, I would like to recommend you one that says, how much money do Americans waste buying illegal or legal drugs used illegally? This document will let you see and be aware the truth that my words have. Look, ironically, and the fail of the prohibitionist politics related with prices. For instance, in the case of cocaine, the price and the wholesale market per gram in 1988 was $177. In the 89, the war against drugs was very active. It went down to 163. Some years later, went up a little bit, and then came down again to $165 in the 93. In 94, 140. In the year 2000, $149 per gram. So the failure of their procedures is evident. The destruction of plantations, the price was not increased as they pretended, but it even diminished. The same happened with heroin and the marijuana as well. So we ask, where is the success of this such war against drugs? Where is the success? This is very concerning, at least for me. Why this politic, if the strategies, why are they so stubborn in a strategy that it doesn't work? By far, for me, because there are too many interests around the prohibitionist politics. many interests. Which would be the policies against the prohibitionists? There are two. One is about the compassion character, humanitarian, which is the reduction of the harm, that by far is much better than the prohibitionist policies. But there is another option. There is a second, which is also opposite to the prohibitionist politics. And I have been struggling in favor of it, and you know that. Like the majority of you already know, you have contributed to this struggle for the change of policies of prohibition in favor of a regulatory policy of the production and trade that must be parallelly together with educative policies about the dangers and risks that takes together with the consumption of dangerous drugs. The flow of these drugs through the academic medicine, that I think that these people have fallen in addiction. Who are the ones that oppose to a regulatory policy as the one that I propose? By far, there are several elements of society to whom this change is not convenient for a more free and legalization policies about the production and trade, together with educative campaigns and programs of help for the addicts. This is not convenient for the narco dealers and the corrupts. The narcos would end, and they would also end with the benefits that the corrupts receive. They do not have any interest to end with this prohibition. The tremendous amounts of money that this business renders with the trade and commerce of these drugs, this business are promoted by the prohibition. And the price of the drugs is included the price of the prohibition. This slice of money is what makes the narcos to be richer, and as well as the corrupt authorities. They are not at all interested in such a switch in the handling of this problem.